Like, do you think like sex is like actually that much of like?
Yeah, totally. I think sex and intimacy hand in hand necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And again, sex doesn't have to be the penetration, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be, you know, whatever two lovers consider sex. And we all have those needs. We all have the needs to be intimate and comforted. Um, and as marriages go along, they lose that. They lose that spark, and you get into your lifestyle and your roles. And you might not have enough time to give to having sex or to being intimate with one another, and then you start to see, you know, other issues coming up, infidelity, cheating, people trying to get their needs fulfilled outside of their marriage. But yeah, I think it's a huge indicator in the divorces that we see a lot of times. Sometimes we also marry people that we're not really that compatible with.
Yeah, sex is great.
The sex is great though. Yeah.
But no, but sometimes I feel like the sex
great.
be like really wonderful. Sometimes like you almost feel like you're in love every time you have sex.
Yeah.
That's why the lovers quarrel. Like you quarrel and then have sex, and everything's fine. And like you don't really fix the problem, but you had sex though, so you feel good because you feel that vibration, that energy. For females especially, the energy is up. Like you feel excited, and you think that you know everything else is good.
It's a rush of hormones.
Yes.
You were just yelling. Your adrenaline is extremely high. Your fight or flight system has been activated. You have sex. It's extremely pleasurable. You're blasted off into this ecstasy moment.
Yes.
Everything was just feeling great, and it causes your body to create this, you know, subconscious pattern of wanting to experience these feelings over and over again. So it happened.
Yeah, and those are the type of things that like you get lost in the toxic.
Yeah, that's the toxic. Yeah.
But I can see that. And like so like for I know with sex like you have to kind of like we're talking about the things of foreplay and stuff like body language. Like almost you can seduce somebody with your eyes and stuff like. And that's like really cool because you could be at the bar like just like eyeballing somebody and they're ready to take your clothes off. Sometimes it's like it's really interesting. Like have you ever had those moments where like somebody was or you actually like were trying to do that? Like how would you even do it? Is it like your eyebrows or the lips? Like
I think it's just a combination of like.
Because you know how it is in the movie.
Language.
In the movies, they're like licking the lips and like doing all the extra like.
I feel like I've done that before,
like,
though.
You have.
I feel like I've totally done
the whole
before,
thing.
where like, like.
Can I see?
You do the eyes. You know, you do a little flirting with the eyes. Maybe you play around with your face or your hair. You maybe fidget around with the cleavage of your dress and just like pull on it a little bit and.
Interesting.
Yeah, you could give them a look, walk past them or something. I'm like notorious for sending men drinks. Like, if I ever want a man to come and speak to me, just send him a drink.
Really? Okay.
And I think like a lot of times.
Alright, y'all, listen.
Yeah.
This how we gonna get the men's, okay?
Yeah,
Write it
send
down.
them a drink.
Or send them a drink.
Like a French connection or like a. I don't know what else. What else do people drink? Yeah, French connection. Yeah,
send them rum,
whiskey. Yeah,
whiskey, something. But yeah, that's actually cool because
it lets them know that you're interested, and that way they don't have to feel like worried about being rejected. Because I know it's always the go-to guy. Well, you guys don't. You're not approachable. And it's like, relax. You don't even know how many weirdos just came up on me.
True. I'm
over it.
So like, do you get recognized?
All the time.
Yeah. How does that play out?
So this is the weird part.
Okay.
People never like come up to me when I'm with someone. They always come up to me when I'm alone. Or like they'll tell me that they saw me out once I'm already home. Like they'll send me a message and be like, "Hey, where you at? So and so. I think I saw you." And I'm like, if I'm with my friends, totally come up. Like, say hi. If you want to hug, you want to take a picture. Like, that's totally cool. I'm with my friends. I feel a lot safer. When I'm by myself, it sometimes does get a little weird. But I will say, like, a lot of my fans are cool people. You know, they're not like weirdos.
Okay. So like with like a lot of the times, like you know how like you talk when you're in a relationship, right? And a lot of people that want to bring the toys out because they're like, nah, no toys. Because I mean, I'm your husband, you don't need a toy, or I'm your wife, you don't need a toy, and stuff like that. And like, how do you feel about? How do you even try to convince them, like, to like bring a toy into the whole mix?
I always tell them, like, the toy is your friend. Like, it's not your enemy. The toy will help you do less work. Like, you don't have to do. You don't. Your tongue doesn't have to get tired. Your fingers don't have to get tired.
Get the rose.
Your back, yeah. Like, toys are your friend, and like, you know, we talked about that 20 to 30 minutes of foreplay, right? They can help you get your partner there. They can help you get your partner to be aroused so that you guys can have more enjoyable sex. Women orgasm differently, so sex toys help us, you know, being able to reach those different types of orgasms.
So like with like toys too, like what you toys and kinks is very important. Like, and do you work with a lot of couples that are into like the kinky type set, or you yourself, are you actually?
Yeah, I haven't worked too much yet with kink couples, but I got some.
Yeah. What about you yourself? You like kinks or not?
Yeah, definitely.
You do? So what kind of like are you into?
I like being tied up or restrained. Forced orgasm.
Forced orgasm?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like when I don't have control of when I orgasm or come.
So like you're tied or held down?
Yeah. Yeah. I like hearing words of affirmation. That could totally be a kinky thing. Or
like what would you say? Like while you're saying like.
So someone would say affirmations over me.
Yeah, like.
You're doing a good job.
It's actually a good girl. Is that good?
Yeah, that could be one.
Right.
You're so thoughtful. Thank you. You know, things like that. It's always really nice to find.
So like with kinks, like is there like toys and stuff that you feel like a lot of couples can like entertain or get with kinks and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, even if you just wanted to like explore a little bit more, have a little bit more fun in your relationship, I actually brought some with me.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah. Okay, so like here's some toys like couples can have fun with. This one is.
It looks like an egg.
It is okay. So this one is called Oh My God, or it's by Iowa Toys. But this is one of the ones that. Okay, I don't have to do this with my tongue, right? Like we can just play with this.
Oh, so this is okay.
This is giving the stimulation, like it's a tongue.
Yeah.
I'm saving so much energy.
Yeah, while you're just talking. No, while you're talking.
You know, yeah, and it's her pussy's getting wet, it's getting aroused. Loving it. This one is a nice toy. This is the partner. But this is a remote controlled vibrator. You can use this during sex. This slips like over the clit and the vulva. This goes inside the vagina, and because it's slim and small, you can still like put a fetus in there, and everyone kind of just gets to enjoy the vibration.
So from like both, wow.
Yeah, or you can wear it, you're out, and your partner takes the remote and controls it. So yeah, we love these. I think this is weed vibe.
But like, would that not fall out though? Like when you're walking around, you have to put panties on.
Yeah, you'll put panties on. Okay. So this is the weed vibe.
I think this all single people. I'm just here like, okay, because I don't have nobody to try these with. So I'm like, damn.
This one is my baby, and this one I use as a single person.
This right here is a stipple. Like I see this like everywhere. Let me tell you, I see this everywhere. It's the mic. Okay.
Yeah, this is the MacBook. Yeah, this is the MacBook of vibrators. Yeah, so this is the wand. I use her. I love her. Solo time. If I'm on my back, sometimes I'll put it on like a pillow, and I'll just like hump the pillow. That's always nice.
So are you humping this part or like the actual?
Yeah, I'm humping this part.
Okay.
Yeah. Different speeds and all that good shit.
Interesting.
Love this one. Now, the fun thing about these toys is that they come with attachments. So if you did want to enjoy, say you did want to enjoy penetration, even though you mostly just masturbate on the outside, you can put like a little head on here that has a small dildo attached to it and still enjoy the vibration on the outside while enjoying a little bit of penetration. I also have this attachment, right? So this is for a guy.
Yeah.
And this sits right on top of the head. And this would go on the shaft of his penis. So like you could use it up and down. They enjoy the vibration as well. This is great for like balls and stuff like that if you're trying to arouse your partner.
A lot of guys would not, have you touch the balls with like no toys, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know what it is? I think at first, like people are afraid, but when something feels good, you can't deny that it feels good.
True.
And if you trust your partner to respect your boundaries,
that's where your undercover freak comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where you have like that person that you just do all the nasties with. That's why you just said like, your relationships or the things that you do at home is freakier than like what you do on TV because you're much more relaxed. You're not acting. You're actually just enjoying and wanting to please yourself. So yeah, that's dope. Like yeah. Do you know any tricks that like can make it go faster?
I don't say anything about making it go faster, but lube. Like get as slippery and as wet as you need to.
For the female too as well.
Yeah, lube is made to help and assist, and it generally does. Our genitals, they lubricate themselves, and lube is kind of a good assistant, especially at keeping it moist.
Is there like a pace? Like, some niggas be in there and they don't know what the hell they're doing. They just be like going too fast or too slow or just right at they don't know where they're at actually. Like, is there like a pace where you kind of have to like be at where like for like I know a lot of females, of course, we have different bodies and like how our bodies respond. But is there like a general knowledge that like guys need to learn where it's like, okay, this is how it works, okay? Like try this and then follow her lead after that.
Yeah, I would say 3 things. You can never go wrong with asking someone to show you how they touch themselves. Always a great way to just directly learn. You show me and I'll repeat. Yeah, it's always a good one. Always going slow. Starting off slow, I think is a good idea. A woman's body tends to lead So our bodies move in the direction that we kind of need them to move in. So as long as you're an attentive person and you can follow that, you know, starting off slow will allow you to build up that pleasure zone and arousal. And then the last one I would say is, just pay attention to somebody's body language. It'll tell you like whether they want to speed up or if they want to slow down.
Yeah. And like, okay, I know like we're talking about like nasty sex and whatever, like, you know, we're females, so we got cycles, right? So, you know, some people don't mind, you know, put out the cycle towel and then put the towel on the bed and like how do you, okay, first of all, let's backtrack real quick. In the industry, right, you've had moments where like maybe randomly your cycle starts. Like what do you do?
There's nothing you can do. You're either gonna throw the footage away or
keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it home.
So usually like I've kept it and maybe turned the film to like black and white, so you wouldn't be able to like really actually see it. Sometimes I've kept it and just let it be what it is, because at the end of the day, like it happens. But yeah, in my personal life, I'm totally if I'm open to it with this person.
So you actually do it while you're on your period?
Yeah, I have before.
Yeah. Is it different from like the other times? Is it like sloppier? Or what is it? Or like you know how like your whole body, your hormones and everything is like extra. You know that whole thought of like, what would you say, like you were making more movies when you were in that phase of space and time. So like when you're now having that actual sex with somebody else, that's a whole nother type of feeling. Like how is that feeling?
It's definitely more intimate. It's a lot more intimate, and usually if I'm having sex on my period, it's just because I'm really extremely aroused. So yeah, it can get really passionate and wild.
Alright, so like so far, like do you have any like aftercare tips, like ways to like kind of help like make sure everything is good down there, like, or even before and after, like before you start, these are the things that you need to do to prep, like prepare yourself, and then afterwards, what are some things that you would recommend?
Definitely before, like clean a shower if you can. I get that's sex. Sometimes spontaneous, some people prefer that kind of sex, but also just think about everything going on in your body. Washing hands. I love, not always having to tell my partners to wash their hands, but they just know, because they know how delicate my pussy is. Brushing teeth. Sometimes washing off too much dirt. Like, I know pheromones are great and we love that, but like if you're dirty, just wash up.
But have you had somebody that was really into those, like,
definitely
actual panties too?
I've had people who are into armpits, who are into earwax, who are into natural pheromone smells. I get it, but like also not near my pussy. You know, like we can do all of that. We can engage, and I got you. That's your fetish, cool. But like, if we're moving to my pussy, then we have to, you know. And I think it kind of just teaches men to have a lot more respect for my pussy, and for respect for pussies in general, because they are sensitive. They're sensitive. They're delicate. They're flowers. And we've been taking care of them our entire lives, so it's second nature for us. But for men, it's like, oh, it's a pussy.
They don't know all the things that you have to do.
Yeah. And I think like after sex, definitely pee after sex. Cuddling is amazing for aftercare.
Do you want to do that though? Let's talk about like sexual disassociation, because like, listen, that's how you catch feelings. You know what I'm saying?
What's so wrong with that?
But like, you know how like sometimes you're just here to hit it, and you're not here for like the whole feelings and whatever. You just want some little something, and then go home.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like, you know, cuddling is that's where you get attached, and like you form that connection with this person where you can't really do that with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know.
I think as long as you communicate what your expectations are, totally, yeah, because it's like, cool, if I'm just here to fuck, like, I'm probably not gonna tell you anything. Like, if I'm probably just gonna come over, we're gonna have sex, that's it. But if I like you, I need cuddles, and I'm gonna tell you, like, can we cuddle after we're done? Yeah, okay, I'm coming over to fuck, but like, I need cuddles, you know? Yeah. I need my head rubbed. Definitely gonna communicate those things. Yeah, and just discussing about what just went down.
Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about
yeah, it's become so awkward for us when it's really the right thing. It's what we should be doing.
Because it's like, how are you gonna like start the conversation like, you know, hey, was the sex good? Or like, how are you gonna start a conversation though?
I always say like, was there anything that you really enjoyed while we were having sex? Was there anything that you would want me to do again? Mm-hmm. Was there anything that you didn't really like? Mm-hmm. Just like that. Yeah. When I had mentioned the orgasms, is still a mystery because what an orgasm might feel like to you and what you might define as an orgasm might be different.
Right. That's true.
So I think a lot, especially when we talk about men, right? Most of this research has been done on the female orgasm. We see it, it's on porn, we glamorize it, make movies about it, whatever. With men, we don't really talk too much about the male orgasm. We equate ejaculation to male orgasm, and a man can actually ejaculate without ever experiencing an orgasm. So now, what does an orgasm look like for a man, you know? And I've seen it. I've seen the,
what is it?
The convulsions.
I've seen the legs buckled, the toes bend.
I've seen it, and yeah, sometimes it comes hand in hand with ejaculation. But I've also seen it done with men who practice semen retention and who aren't releasing sperm or aren't releasing semen, and they still have orgasms. It's like more of an internal thing, of course. So then there's the other orgasms that men can have and all that.
And like also, like I feel like if men try to get more comfortable with toys too, that can also help, where you know they can actually explore themselves a little bit more, because
they feel more sensation.
Yeah, because it's like they don't always. I don't know why they just get to feel. They don't want to feel things and whatnot. But yeah, so like you were talking about fetishes, right? What is your fetish?
My fetish. Fetish is like something like
something that you
really
like
sexually
toes.
Yeah, sexually aroused by. Yeah, so feet would be the fetish. Sucking them would be the kink. The fetish is like the object.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah,
I don't really know that I haven't.
You have to think about it.
Cornrows and manicure toes.
You said cornrows and manicure toes. That period. Okay, like for like okay. Do you have an idea what your body count is?
Girl.
She said, girl.
I'm just gonna ask her.
You have an idea?
I have no idea.
Because like, see, you know how like people like try to like be like, oh, her body count is insane. She got bodies on her.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like somewhere like 700.
700.
It's probably less. I think it's a lot less than that. But
private experiences as well.
Yeah, I think it's a lot less than that. But like, because I can't put a number on it or like a finger on it, it just has to be a big number. And I wonder if that's because of like a shame thing, you know? Like, because I know I've had a lot of sex, I assume that it's been with multiple partners.
Yeah. You could,
but
probably might have not been.
I think I've had a lot of sex.
Yeah.
But not a lot of partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like different type of sex with the same type of people.
Yeah. But it's probably somewhere in the hundreds. Definitely.
Yeah. All right, so we do have a section where we're going to talk about like trivia questions for this or that. So like what you prefer out of both. So do you prefer like acting while making videos or your personal videos?
Personal videos.
Missionary or doggy style?
Doggy style.
Sub or dom?
Sub.
Sub.
Yeah.
Speech or swallow?
Swallow.
So kids. Kids or pets?
Kids.
Wax or laser?
Laser.
Yeah. Role play or regular sex?
Role play.
Rough or romantic?
Romantic.
Top or bottom?
Top.
Lights on or lights off?
Outside. Sunlight.
You say outside.
Outside.
Do it by the beach. So like, did you have any like embarrassing like sexual experiences that you had like where you were like, dang, like I didn't want this to happen or go this way, but things went south?
I think always the accidental vomit while you're giving head. I think that is like a very common thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's always like the same story. The guy's dick always gets really hard after.
Yeah.
And it's like a subconscious thing where we don't want to be too much. And we try to be simple. We try to take up as least space. Just as women, it's been programmed into us. But I think it's that letting go of perfection and like this ideal pretty image that is turning the man on because they're seeing you in such a vulnerable and raw state where it's just like, well, if you don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, you know? I think that's really arousing.
Alright, so like, how often do you masturbate?
It depends. It depends. I would say during ovulation week, five times plus.
5 times a day.
Yeah.
True. So like, what's the most number like of times you've had sex like in a day?
In a day? I'd say maybe like three.
3 times.
3 or 4.
Back to back, or like you take like breaks in between?
Yeah, it's breaks in between.
Same person.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
2 or 3 people.
2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, bet. But yeah, like I think like it's very important to like learn how to like serve pleasure, like know yourself and like enjoy yourself and learn other things and ways that you can open up some more and know that sex is disgusting, but you can still enjoy it. Yeah,
It's disgusting.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, if it's pleasurable for the two of you, like why not? And then after that, you know, go clean up.
Clean up, and that's it. Get back to life.
Get back to life. Yeah, but yeah, I think you're super like dope. You know, what you're doing is like crazy awesome. You're teaching women how to embrace themselves. You're teaching women how to like understand their bodies and, you know, become more confident and more empowering, more daring, and challenging themselves to like, you know, more sexual endeavors, and know that like it's okay to try. It's okay to allow yourself, you know, to open up, and men and women like need to submit to themselves and actually open up to like, you know, insecurities and like know that they can conquer all of that and, you know, become better with themselves sexually. Yeah. And like, so because when they can do that for themselves, whoever they go on and have like sexual relationships with, they carry that with them and then educates as they go. Because you lead the way for multiple people to like get better sex, basically, and that's fucking amazing. I don't know who's doing that shit. But yeah, alright, thank you so much. It was wonderful. I had so much fun, learned so much from you. I am so happy that you came by and like chit chat with me.
This was super fun. You asked some really good questions.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, alright you guys. And that is it. Thank you for joining us on this show. Also, don't forget, follow her on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Yeah.
And also you have your OnlyFans as well. It's also, you want to actually give them that information, where to find you, your work and everything?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram at Nicole_Nawaz, Nawaz. There you can find my professional website, NicoleNawaz.com. You can find like my porn stuff on Twitter at xdarlingnikki and on OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/darlingnikki, NICKY.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Nicole.
Yes, thank you.
Alright, I will see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Ta-ta.